All right, and we are back with another Shacknews Game of the Year 2020 deliberations. This time, we're talking best graphics. These are the games that we found visually stunning. You know, video games are a medium, and some of them are very, very pretty, and some of them have unique art styles. You know, they're aesthetically pleasing for one reason or another, and we're here to talk about some of the ones that we found the most aesthetically pleasing this year. So let's get going, shall we? All right. Who would like to throw their nomination out first?
I'll start. I don't know that this will gain much traction here. It is a remake, but it's a damn good one. I would put The Last of Us Part One up against any of the games on this list, including the most recent as of this recording, which is the Callisto Protocol. I really like the Callisto Protocol's character models and environments, but certain parts of that game are so repetitive that I've just kind of taken a disliking to certain aspects of it. I still think The Last of Us One, or The Last of Us Part One's engine is just incredible, and they did a great job with that remake.
Awesome. Does anyone else want to speak to that or have a nomination they'd like to?
I will definitely agree with David that it is absolutely gorgeous. I'll let his case stand, but yeah, it's. I thought that every iteration of that game has been gorgeous, and this is the most gorgeous.
I'd like to put forth a nomination, if I may.
All right, Sam.
I would like to put up Callisto Protocol for just the graphical fidelity in that game as you hack apart a foe, seeing the viscera and the lighting in the prison. It's stunning. It looks visually very impressive.
The fire too. There's some fire stuff in there, and the particles that's really impressive as well. Like the fire lighting as well. I was like, wow, like that looks real. And then someone was lit it on fire and thrown at me. So
yeah, I know I had to escape, and I was under a lot of pressure. But I was like, just hold on. I need to have a look around here. This lighting is very good. Like the glow's bouncing off everything. Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing Callisto Protocol, I think, thing is the atmosphere. The creatures that pop out at you are like from The Thing. Like there's definitely some Cronenbergs running around.
Yeah.
Out there, coming at you. And I really like the design of some of the areas that have been like overgrown by like all of the creepy shit. And I just also like sci-fi atmospheres and environments, and I think it really nailed it. And then also just like you mentioned the viscera and like the deaths in this game are so goddamn graphic and horrendous, I guess would be a good word. But yeah, they're pretty visually stunning in and of themselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think my only problem with the graphical fidelity and the deaths is that because you can't skip any of them, it's like fatalities in Mortal Kombat. I really only need to see it 2 or 3 times before I'm just not going to watch anymore. Just having to sit through them over and over again, I just kind of became numb to all of it.
Yeah, it's still graphically impressive on your 100th death.
Wait,
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that you can pause at any point, even during the deaths, and reload your save or restart the checkpoint?
Did not know that.
You can.
I didn't try it.
I tried doing that during PS5. It did not work for me. Did you play on PS5?
Yeah, there was plenty of times where I was like, I don't feel like watching this, so I just hit start or hit the options button and reloaded my save.
I hit options. I was not able to pause, and they are cited as unskippable for a reason. But I'll have to double check that.
Skipping is you can't skip them, but you can reload a save at pretty much any point.
Yeah, same thing. I wasn't able to pull up the menu and reload, just get out of the animation. I had to wait until it was done.
Huh.
Yeah.
I will say about that game, like it looks good on every platform. I've seen PC gameplay, I've seen PS5 gameplay, and playing on Series X, it all looks gorgeous. I see it's like the thing with like God of War, which is a gorgeous game, and Horizon Forbidden West, which is also a gorgeous game, is that like they're only on one platform, or like 2, I guess, or on one ecosystem, right? So like you can optimize the hell of that one ecosystem. Looks gorgeous, but like I want to see it on different platforms to see how it looks. I know the PS5 and the PS. I played on the PS4 Bill, you played for your Vatican for Horizon Forbidden West. How did it look on the PS5 compared to the PS4?
I didn't play it on PS4.
Okay, I did. So I just was curious.
I'm gonna go ahead and launch into Horizon Forbidden West. There isn't another game this year that every time I entered that world, I was just enamored with looking around me and taking in the depth of everything in the space that I was exploring. It's so cool how they take that region and put so many biomes and so much scenery and so much, like, whether you're outside
Color.
in the world or whether you're inside in like a cauldron or a cave or a mine. It's so incredible how much depth and variety they poured into every inch of that environment.
It's lush. It's super lush.
It actually appealed to me. So I made an argument about open world in another deliberation, and I still think that visually the same thing applies. Like this game was voted, well, no spoilers, but it's won some awards, and it looks good from every angle. So if you're in the sky, the world looks absolutely gorgeous from the sky. If you're on the ground, it looks gorgeous up close and personal on the ground. And if you're in the water, it looks absolutely gorgeous in the water. But as someone who's colorblind, I very seldomly pay attention to the colors in a game because it's very frustrating to look at something and think that looks nice, but I don't know what that is. And so for me to really take visually to a game that is full of color means that it's breathtaking color, and the way the color is used to highlight the various parts of the machine specifically, like at nighttime you could be like in the grass or like approaching a machine and you can see all the different parts highlighting in different colors and whatnot. It was very cool to like look at something with that kind of a color palette and not be frustrated that I couldn't tell what colors they were, because they were just so absolutely stunning to look at that it kind of like overrode that frustration for me. Whereas in most games, like, I mean, I can't tell you like what color most of the shirts I own are, let alone, in a video game. So yeah, it really did. It popped to me. It was really great. And just aside from the color, I think that it's absolutely breathtaking. And still a marvel that you can enjoy those visuals on a console. So
Yeah, absolutely. And also the creature designs in that game, all of the different like robo beasts and like hybrid ones just look so freaking cool.
yeah, they did, and it was kind of you're right. It was neat to look at a machine and kind of like obviously like you could kind of tell like what its, I guess, real world counterpart would be. But yeah, it was just even the eyes, like if you would look directly into something's eyes and it had like light coming out of its eyes and the way that it would like reflect across your screen and whatnot, almost like blinding you like a laser pointer or something.
Lens flare. That
yeah.
J.J. Abrams shit.
Yeah, it was it's very uncommon that I would choose, I think. It may happen, but it's not very common that a console game would get my best graphics nod, considering I like to crank everything up on PC, but Horizon Forbidden West like was absolutely gorgeous.
All right. Well, let's see. I think nomination at this point. Who would like to talk about God of War Ragnarok? Wow.
I would love to talk about it, but I feel like I've spoken quite a bit. Like, Donna, do you want to?
I didn't play much of the game,
Okay.
but I mean, I probably shouldn't. Put it in there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to talk about it if no one else wants to sort of speak to
All
it.
right. Sam, speak to it.
Yeah, God of War is visually incredible. It is a feast for the eyes. Even, you start off in Midgard, an area that will be familiar to anyone who's played the first game, but instead of the forest, it is now Fimbulwinter has come, and it's layered in a like blanket of snow, and you get this. It's familiar, but it's just a little bit different. Something's a little bit off, and then you head off to Svartalfheim, and you're in this sort of brackish mining area, home of the dwarves, with crystal clear waters and like rocky formations, and then before long you're in Alfheim in the sands and the light and the dark elves, and then you're in Vanaheim, these like lush jungles, just with all this flora and fauna that just like pops. It's not an open world game, so it's a little bit more linear than you might compare to like Horizon, but you can stand on your path and look off into the distance, and you can see the trees and everything sort of skittering around, and then you're off to some other locations which are jaw-dropping in their sort of vastness, and outside of the environments, I think that the characters are some of the most impressive character models that I have seen. And I think that is a testament to also how the scenes are constructed. There's no cuts in the camera, so when they push into someone's face, you are coming in with the camera and you're seeing the model, and you're seeing Kratos's facial features move. And at some points, I'm like, was that a smile? Did I just see like a hint of a smile across his face? And seeing that raw emotion, I think is just a testament to like the fidelity of game and graphics that the team at Santa Monica have been able to do. I mean, all PlayStation 5 games look absolutely incredible, but I think that God of War just holds a special place in my heart.
It is very solid overall, technically and visually. Yeah, the character designs too are really solid.
I think the
that
hair
first
is quite good.
Yeah, even like that first fight with Thor, like that first battle is like pretty visually impressive overall. It was too good though. It gave me motion sickness, which like I'll get admittedly I'll sometimes like start not feeling great or get a headache like a few hours after playing a video game, but like God of War hit me like hard immediately. I had to turn down like the motion blur for like the first time. Yeah, like ever. I never had to do that before. Maybe I'm just getting old, just like Kratos, huh? Wow.
Oh, but you both got epic beards, mate. And the beard tech.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Beard tech, that's what you should have argued if you want to like sway me.
Well, it's there. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. That's all of our nominations. Which means I think it's time we get down to some voting. What do you all say? All right. Let's do this. Morgan, let's start with you. Who would you like to vote for?
I'm going to vote for Horizon Forbidden West.
All right. Bill Lavoie.
Forbidden West.
Sam.
God of War, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going with Horizon Forbidden West. The color palette like hits me hard, man, and it's beautiful. And it's the Bay Area. It's definitely not the real Bay Area, but I gotta represent. Steve.
I'm going with God of War.
God of War, good choice. All right. David.
It's tough. It's between Horizon and God of War for me, but I resonated with God of War more, so I'll cast my vote there.
There you go. Denny.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, but I'm gonna lean towards God of War as well. As for the graphical fidelity and actual combat.
Wow. Yeah, let's note that like 3 of these 4 games in this category this year are all on the PlayStation 5. Think about that. That's pretty impressive. Donovan.
God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh. A lot of people have chosen War today. All right, Greg.
I'm gonna go with Forbidden West. The color in that is amazing.
The colors, man, they're wild. TJ.
Yeah, in the frenzy of follicles, I'm gonna put Aloy's hair tech over Kratos' beard tech any day of the week.
All right. Well, let's see. That's everybody's vote that is here, but now we need to count the absentee votes. Ozzy votes for God of War Ragnarok, as does Asif, I believe. Let me double check that. That is correct. All right. We have verified all the votes and tallied them. And it looks like Beard Tech wins over Hair Tech. God of War Ragnarok gets best graphics of 2022.
Let it serve you.